Hello, powerful one. Welcome to yet another edition of Inner Growth with Osezuah Elimihe. Today we are taking a look at the anatomy of thoughts. Who am I? I am still your host, Osezuah Anthony Elimihe, and I am ever in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. Yes. What is thought? Thought is an energy potential that seeks energy validation from its host. Thought is an energy that is from an external source, which is defined as the environment, which finds its way into the system of a human being, and for it to keep surviving, it needs further energy from the owner of the system, which is the human being, for it to keep working. Therefore, when there is a thought in a human system, as long as the human being can let it have its time without donating its own energy, either by way of resistance or by way of acceptance to that thought, over time it fizzles out. Protein is the building block of the human body, but thought is the building block of the human reality. With thought, you can condition the protein in your DNA to produce in a certain way to generate your physical form. So people can actually use thoughts to change the physical form and reality. You have seen people say, no matter what I eat, I don't get fat. It is thought that is working there. There are those who say, if I take just a little thing, I grow fat. It is thought. There are people who feel that if I eat a particular thing, I get headache. If I eat this, I get, nauseous. It is thought. Thought is very powerful. It's an energy potential. It could come from you based on the blueprint that already exists in your system, or it can be something that the environment plants in you, either by way of media, society, your loved ones, the people you respect a lot. That's what thought is. But the thing is, the power of thought cannot be overemphasized. It can only be underemphasized. Without thought, there is no life, really. Because we need thought to be able to create. Creation in the physical universe begins with a thought. And when thought is present in a human being, it manifests in form of feelings. When a feeling is in your system, it's telling you, there is a thought present. And when the thought is present in your system, it means creation is about happening. When a feeling comes and you respond to that feeling with energy, either the energy of acceptance or the energy of rejection, you are validating that thought, because the thought needs energy from you. Now, we must always remember that the human mind and the human system and the universe, they don't speak English, they don't speak any of these things, they speak emotion. Emotion is the language of the universe. It is the language that the mind understands, and mind is the primary creator in the universe. All right, and what it responds to is feeling, emotion, energy. And everything that is created, your friends, your realities, your pains, your pleasures, are all energy. When the energy in you is of a lower vibration, it creates lower vibration realities. These will be realities that you are not happy with. That is what it will do for you. Okay? Thought is a beautiful thing. With thought, you can create a beautiful life. With thought, you can create a negative life. But the issue is this, why we are so particular about thought, is that the thoughts that are in your system, if they are not coming from you, they are not empowering you, because they are coming from external sources who are going to condition you. All right? Now, if one thing you also need to understand about thought is that it takes us to the past. Okay? It takes us to the point at which creation of that thought began. And it will give you an experience that is in line with the experience of that same past. Okay, so if you really want a life that is within your control, you audit the thoughts in your system to find out whether they are going to empower you or whether they are going to break you down. And if they are not empowering you, your responsibility is to use the system of ignoring or counter creating against the thought. Some people who are experienced in the game, when they find thought in their system, what they usually do is to rise above the thought by taking another thought, a higher vibrational thought, and dwelling on it. For instance, if a thought comes and says, people don't respect you, you are really not that important, they think you are not important, then you tell yourself, instead of attacking the thought and say they are lying, don't mind them, I don't believe it. When you say all those things, they are lying, I don't believe it, you are validating that negative thought already. So when the thought comes to you, you tell yourself, I am important. I don't need people's validation for me to feel important. Whether people value me or not, I am important, I am strong, I am powerful. You take it in that light. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into the debate or whether they are right or they are not. It is not your responsibility, because if you do that, you give power to that energy of that thought, and then it grows. And who is it growing against? You, of course. Now, the next thing is listen to a thought. If you do not want to rise above the energy of that thought by taking a higher vibrational thought, focus on the thought and ask yourself the first question. What is this thought telling me? Now, thought has a message. That's one of the anatomies I need to let you know. Thought, every single thought has a message. So, what is this thought telling me? It says you are not good enough. You can't get that dream life because no member of your family has ever got that dream life. You have not acquired the training to be able to get that thing. It is the judgment of other people, not your judgment. So, you take that first. Okay, since he's telling me this thing, I'm not good enough, what is it making me feel, that statement? Now, a thought can contain a statement. If it does not elicit a feeling from you, it is not yet powerful. Okay? So, what is it making me feel? It is that feeling that is the thing that it is creating in your life. You can say, okay, it makes me feel small. It makes me feel ashamed. It makes me feel angry. Now, if it makes you feel angry, therefore, it means there is fear behind that thought. It's simply saying that you are validating that thought without knowing it. Fear is always behind every anger. So if you are angry, you are accepting that the thought is probably right. You are validating the thought. If you are ashamed, you have accepted that the thought is right also. So you are not living your own life. You are being conditioned. Your mood is being generated by a third party. That's the second thing about thought. Then that feeling that you are having, the next level is to question that feeling, because that feeling has a drama involved in that feeling. Okay? So you ask yourself a question. What is it making me do? First of all, a thought has a message. What is it telling me? That's the first one. That's the first part of thought. The second one is that the thought, besides the message, has a feeling. I feel ashamed because of what the thought is saying to me. I feel angry because of what the thought is saying to me. So these are the emotions you feel in your body already about thought. Then you push further. What is this feeling making me want to do? That is when you are responding. Energy has been invested now. You are making a move. What is that feeling? If it is shame, what shame asks you to do is hide. That's all. Hide. Okay? Now, when you are hiding, of course, you know that you are walking away from your life and taking the experience, the life that other people have created for you. It is no longer your life. If it is anger that you have, so what is the thought asking you to do? It could be fight back. It could be fuck them up. Show them. Again, it's asking you to go out of your way to go and do things. Now, all of these thoughts, all of these decisions are coming from the background of you as a person. It's the blueprint that has allowed that thought to be there that is creating all of these responses. It is not you. The only response that a human being should have to a thought is that of 1, ignoring it, 2, analyzing it. Now, this is the situation. When you take the analytical part, it is a steep path. It is the most reasonable way to fight thought, because each time you discover thoughts in action, you are weakening its power. For example, to know that you have a thought in your system, it comes with a feeling. We already said in the last video, it could be that of negativity because there is a clash between your blueprint and the thought, or it could be that of congruence. You are just feeling okay with the thoughts. You're having an okay experience with the thoughts. That's okay. But the truth is that the need not to just surrender to that thought is very important, because you need to analyze it and know the content of that, so you can create a life that is wholly yours, not the life that society or other people have planted and created and generated for you. You need your own power. You need to get it back. Once you ask the question, what is this thought saying to me? You have created a gap. The most important thing to do with thought is to create a gap. Then that weakens it. The next thing is to move further from what is this thought telling me to what is it making me feel. That the thing the thought is telling me, what is it making me feel? Feeling. And then it says, oh, you feel that you are ashamed, you are angry, you are bitter. Now that is a feeling. The next level to get to is to say, what is this feeling making me want to do? What is it making me do? At that moment of feeling, that is emotion. You're already creating a reality at that time. So what is it making me create now? That's what's it making me do. Hide. Okay, that is, by that you are creating what they call a low self-esteem. It's a personality that is negative. Or it could be you are angry. What is it making me do? You want to fuck them up. You want to fight them back. It is, you are creating a violent personality, a reactive personality. That too is not you, because the real you are happy, are friendly, are peaceful, powerful. But now you're no longer powerful because thought is taking you on a trip. Now, when you discover all of these thoughts, all of these feelings, all of these dramatization, they think I'm not good enough, I'm going to show them, I'm going to fuck them up, I'm going to deal with them. Oh, I'm so ashamed. How can they say that about me? That's not me. I'm going to you pull away. That is also not you. It is a negative personality that is being created at this time. This is how you can stop. If you know the anatomy of thought, you know how thought is, which is what I've just broken down for you right now. Thought is signaled by a feeling. From feeling, it becomes a message. The message becomes another feeling, which is now an emotional feeling, which is energy has been sucked out of you to put to work. It is not you. It's an instruction. Thought is not commanding you. It is the command of another person that you're now operating at. Now it's okay. What if it was my thoughts? The question I'm going to ask you is that, did you generate that thought in a moment of power? In a moment of joy? In a moment of sentience? You are really aware? If it is yes, then it's a good thought. Then you flow with it. But what if those thoughts are generated out of your reactive engram bank based on your past experiences? This is why you need not to be spontaneous when it comes to thought. When thought comes, audit it. But ask yourself question. Begin to analyze what is going on your inside on the basis of the thought that is in your mind. That is how to break thoughts. You have power. You have essence. But guess what? That essence is being undermined by thought, by other people's programs. You must not allow it. Create your own programs. See, the moment you discover thoughts through, of course, you get a feeling, you get an emotion. That moment is the right time to create your blueprints. That moment is the right time to create your blueprint, to create your new person. Create against it. Counter create. That's what we're talking about. Because every time you are breathing, you are making a decision. Every time you are making a decision, you are creating. Create high value content for your life. Because just as protein is the building blocks of this physical body, thoughts are the building blocks of our physical realities, including even this physical body, how it will come out. Two people eat the same kind of food, but they come out differently. It is thoughts. Where is the thought generated? From the environment. And where does it go to? It goes to our DNA. The environment signals changes in our DNA. It's on the basis of that. Thoughts is a very powerful thing. Don't joke with it. Do not live a life in which you allow the thought in your system to run amok. Be in control of what you think. That is the only way you can be independent. That is the only way you can be happy. That is the only way you can live a free life on your own term. This is it. You can decide that you don't want to do all of these things, that they are too difficult, and just fall into the life that is available to you. It's a very easy way to live that life. Be sad, be having all kinds of experiences, but this is it. When your life is over, at the last minute of your life, would you be able to say, I've had a great life? You lived a life in which stress was common to you, because stress happens when there is a friction between your conscious goal and your reality. When you have a goal of everybody wants to be healthy, everybody wants to be peaceful, everybody wants to be happy, but when things are not working the way you want them to work, you cannot have peace. Okay? And how come things don't work the way you want them to work? It's on the basis of your blueprint that are contradicting your thoughts. Therefore, go for that blueprint, and those blueprints are also thoughts that are packaged in your system. Package your system by society, by the environment. You need to go to them and begin to disempower them by creating more powerful thoughts that elevate you above their frequency. That is how you do it. So know the anatomy of thoughts. That thought is made up of primary feeling that tells you there is thought present, come and do something about it. 2, thought has a message. You are not, you are this. That's the next thing. 3, thought has another feeling which is called emotion. Now he has taken your energy and is put them into work to create against you or in your favor. And then finally, thoughts has drama. Call it manifestation. This is when you take actions that are not sensible, that are illogical. This is when you start creating your reality. This is when you drive people away from your life. This is when you invite the wrong people into your life, the wrong energies to your life. This is the moment of pain. You don't need it. Trust me. Create consciously, and your life will go consciously. Thank you.